Everybody, welcome back to Persona 3 FES. I know it's been a while, and that's because where I am at the moment has been scorching hot. There were, I believe, 2 days where we were in the 40 degrees. It went down to 30, which is still super hot. It went down to so hot that I couldn't even be in my room for about like 3 minutes without sweating from head to toe. So I had to hold it off for about a week and stuff. And I felt really bad because I wanted to play the game and stuff, but I couldn't because I didn't want to melt. But no more stalling. I'm going to right away. If you see me looking up sort of like that, it's because where my TV is there. So, but anyway, let's get going. If I remember correctly, we have to go to fourth. That's where Ikutsuki is waiting for. Meet at the first floor. Oh, there you are. My Yukari voice. My regular voice.
Ah, there you are.
Indeed.
I'm glad that you're okay.
Thank you.
The reason I asked you here is because I needed to talk to you. Please, have a seat. Oh, before that, I believe I mentioned him earlier, but this is Akihiko.
Akihiko-senpai.
How you doing?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Okay, let me start off by asking you this. Would you believe me if I said that a day consists of more than 24 hours?
Normally I wouldn't, but since I played this game, that's...
I'm not surprised by your reaction.
No.
However, you've already experienced this truth firsthand. Do you remember the night you came here?
Yeah,
You had to have noticed the signs.
I kind
The
of did.
streetlights went out, nothing was working, there were coffins everywhere. Didn't it feel like you were in a different time?
Guess you could say that.
That's the dark hour, a time period hidden between one day and the next.
Then,
I guess it's more like something people aren't aware of. But the dark hour does exist. It occurs each night at midnight. It'll happen tonight and every night to come.
Normal people don't realize it, since they're all sleeping inside their coffins. But that's not what makes the dark hour so interesting. You saw those creatures. We call them shadows. They only appear during the dark hour and attack anyone not in a coffin. It's our job to defeat them. Sounds exciting, huh?
in a way, yeah.
Akihiko, why are you always like that? You just got hurt the other day.
Now, he does his work well.
Guess you could.
Long story short, we're the Specialized Extracurricular Execution Squad, SEAS for short. On paper, we're classified as a school club, but in reality, this group is dedicated to defeating the shadows. Mitsuru is the leader. I'm the club advisor.
A shadow feeds on the mind of its prey. The victim becomes a living corpse. They're responsible for most of the incidents on the news, if not all of them.
Like that.
Although rare, there are those who can function during the dark hour. Some may even awaken to a power that enables them to fight the shadows. That's Persona, the power you used the other night. The shadows can only be defeated by Persona users. Which means it's all up to you guys. I'm glad you're quick to understand.
What he's trying to say is, we want you to join us.
Well, I'm flattered.
We've prepared an evoker for you. We'd like you to lend us your strength.
Alright.
I was afraid you'd say no. Welcome aboard.
Well, thank you very
Thank you
much.
so much. I'm really glad.
You're
Oh,
welcome.
I almost forgot. About your room assignment. Why don't you just stay here, in your current room? I don't know what the holdup is, but I guess it worked out in the end.
Guess it was fate.
Hold up. But wasn't that... Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter anymore.
Curious voice rings in your head. Oh, I know. Thou shalt have our blessing when thou choosest to create a persona at the Fool Arcana. Live in my fancy velvet room tone. You have established a new social link. Feel your inner strength growing. You recall what Igor said about the power of social link. Gonna have a flashback? No? Given. Just keep watching.
Hi, how are you?
The little boy! Did you get in here, little boy?
I'm always with you. Soon, the end will come. I remembered, so I thought I should tell you.
I don't care.
The end of everything. But to be honest, I don't really know what it is. Oh, looks like you've awakened to your power.
Alright.
And an unusual power it is. A power that takes many forms, yet is bound by none. It may prove to be your salvation, depending on where you end up. Do you
Ooh,
remember when we
spooky.
first met?
Yeah.
I expect you to honor your commitment.
I will, don't worry.
I'll be watching you, even if you forget about me. Okay then. See you later.
Yeah. The boy has disappeared. Ooh, spooky ghost boy. You hear something. Like something is someone is calling your name from downstairs.
Hey, it's me. Can you come down here?
And I can hear you all the way from the
Okay.
third
He's
floor.
here now. So,
Okay.
what's this all about?
There's someone I want to introduce. Hey, hurry up.
Hold your horses. This is freaking heavy.
Junpei!
Junpei? Why is he here? Wait, don't tell me.
This is Junpei Iori from Class 2F. He'll be staying here as of today.
What's up?
He's staying here? You've got to be kidding me.
I bumped into him the other night. He has the potential, but he just awakened to it recently. I told him about us, and he agreed to help.
You
Cool.
have the potential? For real?
I know, right?
He found me crying like a baby at the convenience store, surrounded by a bunch of coffins. I don't remember much, but man, that's embarrassing. He said that's, completely normal in the beginning. Like being confused and not remembering anything. Did you guys know that?
Didn't happen to me.
Big deal. It happens to everyone else.
Which makes me all the more
Man,
special.
I was shocked to find out about you guys. I had no idea. I'm glad I'm not the only one. It could get kind of lonely, you know? I'll bet you're stoked too, right? Having me join?
I'm gonna be honest, I'm not the biggest Junpei fan.
Yeah.
Well, enough with the introductions. I think we're about ready.
Oh, we're gonna go do something? Sweetness!
Uh-huh.
With this many people, we can start exploring that place.
You mean Tartarus?
Tartarus? What's that? Sounds like toothpaste.
They remind when I
We
saw it for the
believe
first
we
time,
can
it
find the
reminded me
reason
of
for the
tartar
dark hour
sauce.
there.
I hope so.
The chairman will give us the details tomorrow night, so be ready.
You got it, boss. Oof. Guess this is our new life now. Gonna be explorers of tartar sauce. You overhear a conversation. Good morning. I'm always so drowsy on Monday mornings. Yeah, me too. The only thing you can do is sleep through the first period. Wait, tomorrow's when we have morning assembly. Ugh, too lazy for that. I'll just pretend I didn't hear it. First bell is rung. I mean, I'm all for sleeping, but come on. Responsibilities, you know? Come on, little girl.
I thought I was gonna fall asleep in there.
Zero-chan.
Can I have a minute?
Senpai.
Come to the lounge when you get back to the dorm. I have something to tell everyone.
Oh, are we having that talk?
I'll save the details for later. See you there.
Uh-huh. Okay.
Wow, she didn't waste any time leaving.
She's probably busy with things like student council, unlike us.
Ooh, Yucatan. Do I sense some hostility?
Well, it's not that I don't like her. She's just...
Kind of a... I don't know, like... a busy bee. Let's call it that. A busy bee. You were told to come back early today. You decided to go home early with Junpei. Yeah, now that you live in the same dorm. You walked home with Junpei, talking and laughing at jokes. Others inappropriate jokes. Oh, each other's inappropriate jokes. Not gonna lie, it's still pretty hot. Better. 420, blaze it! Not
Okay,
it.
everybody's here.
Decided to make a joke.
I'd like your undivided attention.
Okay.
For a long time, Mitsuru and Akihiko were the only Persona users we had. But that number recently jumped to 5. Therefore, starting tonight at 12 a.m., I'd like to commence the exploration of Tartarus.
Sorry, I asked this yesterday, but what's this Tartarus thing again?
You haven't seen it, Junpei?
It's no surprise, since it only appears during the dark hour.
The Dark Hour?
Just like the shadows. Interesting, huh? And it's the perfect place for us to train. You can think of it as a shadow nest.
Whoa. Their nest, huh?
Mm-hmm.
But, Senpai, what about your injury?
Since Akihiko hasn't fully recovered yet, he'll only come as far as the entrance.
Yeah, I know.
That's for being naughty.
Well, I'm sure he won't complain, as long as you don't go too far in. Since we're dealing with shadows, Tartarus isn't something we can avoid.
Relax, I've got your backs.
I'm not so sure about this.
What about you, Mr. Chairman?
I'll stay here. As you know, I can't summon a persona.
Then how can you stay up during the dark hour? You know, I never figured that out.
This is it? This is the place? Why here?
Just wait a few minutes. It's almost midnight.
I just love his darks. Dome. Boys, it's almost midnight. Ugh, I just get chills. Imagine climbing all that. Damn.
This is Tartarus, the labyrinth that reveals itself during the dark hour.
Labyrinth? What are you talking about? What happened to our school?
Once the dark hour passes, everything returns to normal.
This is the nest you were talking about? But why? Why'd our school turn into a giant tower? You don't know either?
No.
I'm sure it's complicated. Who cares anyway? It's not like it
Maybe
would change our
the
minds about
school is the
fighting.
root of all evil. Stay in school, guys.
Well, maybe now we'll find out. Mitsuru and I have only gone in to take a peek. This'll be our first time exploring it. Exciting, isn't it? There has to be some sort of clue in here about the dark hour.
Akihiko, I respect your enthusiasm, but you won't be accompanying us today.
I know, you don't have to remind me.
Red. Yeah. Is that a bike?
Whoa. It's just as cool on the inside.
But it sure is creepy.
This is only the entrance. The labyrinth lies beyond the doorway at the top of the stairs.
First, we'll have you three get a feel for this place. Why don't you go have a look around?
What? By ourselves?
We're not asking you to go very far. And I'll be feeding you information from here.
So you two didn't plan on coming in the first place?
That's right. We're also going to appoint a leader to make any necessary decisions.
For real? One of us? Me, pick me.
You're in charge.
Wait, why him? He doesn't look like a leader.
I'm
But
too
he
cool.
has fought them before.
I'm too cool to be a leader.
Seriously?
That's true, but there's another reason. You two. Can you summon your persona without any difficulties like he can?
Yeah, of course I can.
I think so.
Please, Yukari.
These are shadows we're talking about here. Without your persona, you're screwed.
I'm aware of that.
You see a strange. You use the velvet key.
I've been waiting for you.
Thank you.
The time has come for you to wield your power. The tower that you are about to venture into. How did it come to be? For what purpose does it exist? Regrettably, you are not yet capable of answering these questions. That is why you must be made aware of the nature of your power.
Join
Your power is unique.
our badassery.
It's like the number 0. It's empty, but at the same time holds infinite possibilities.
Oh, I like that saying.
You, my boy, are able to possess multiple personas and summon them as needed. And when you have defeated your enemies, you will see the faces of possibility before you. There may be times when they are difficult to grasp, but do not fear. Seize what you have earned. Your power will grow accordingly. Be sure to keep that in mind. My spare time will soon be scarce. But please, come again of your own accord. I'll tell you then about my true role, the manner in which I can best assist you. Until then, farewell.
Thanks, Igor. I'll be sure to keep that in mind.
Hey, are you all right?
Yeah, what's up? You look like a zombie.
Nice.
Huh? What door?
They don't.
Man, are you loco?
Don't seem to see the door.
Have you been nodding off? You seem kind of out of it.
Dude, you're supposed to be our leader. Get your head in the game.
Come on, let's go.
You got it. You can check your own status by pressing the triangle. Also, you can save your progress by accessing the clock on the left, to the left of the entrance. Okay, so guess it's time to go with. Are you ready? Hell yeah, I'm ready. Good luck. Ooh, never seen tartars like this before.
So, this is it, huh?
I hope I don't get lost.
you all hear me?
Whoa, is that you, Senpai?
I'll be providing audio backup from here on out.
Wait, you mean you can see inside here?
It's my persona's ability. I'd like to join you, but the structure of Tartarus changes from day to day. That's why outside support is imperative.
Well, that makes me feel a whole lot better.
Now, based on your current location, you can expect to encounter enemies at any minute. They shouldn't be too tough, but proceed with caution. Practice makes perfect.
Right.
Got it. Why is she always like that?
Fine. No, that's not a bad thing to be, right? Begin. Keep in mind, these are real battles you're engaging in. Now, see if you can eliminate all the shadows wandering around on its floor. So. Watch out! I detect a shadow in front of you. Move in and hit it before it attacks you. Press X and then use your. You can hit an enemy before it hits you, then you'll have the advantage at the start of the battle. Big shot.
Takuba has informed me about your power, but nevertheless, you have minimal combat experience. Would you like me to explain the basics of battle?
Well, I've played this before. For the sake of people who haven't played it, or maybe don't even plan to go through the tutorial.
The primary offensive options available to you in battle are attack and skill. Attack corresponds to the weapon you've equipped, while skill relates to your persona's abilities. Those skills consume either stamina or spiritual power. They tend to have a greater effect. Use whichever option best suits the situation. Keep attacking until you've defeated the enemy, but pay careful attention to your stamina. That's it for now. Did you get all that?
Yep.
Okay. Then I want you to defeat the enemy before you. Try using both the skill and attack options.
Try Augie.
Yes! The enemy is vulnerable.
Here's a chance.
Attack!
Let's get him!
Oh yeah,
Back here, you son of a...
that is an all-out attack.
A complete victory. Great job.
Awesome. Should be a staircase nearby. Do you see it? A staircase is the only way to proceed to the next floor. Can't allow you to go any higher today. Please remember about it next. There's another shadow ahead of you. You'll be at a disadvantage if the enemy gets the first hit in. But try to surprise your opponent and strike first. If you are able to strike the enemy before you are spotted, then you will gain the enemy. On the other hand, if the enemy hits you first, it will occur. Let's get it.
Now's a good time for me to explain about attack properties, which are important to consider during battle. Do you want to know more?
Technically, don't, but for
Nearly
the fans,
every type of
I
attack
will.
is associated with a particular property. For example, swords can be used to do slash attacks, while bows are used to do pierce attacks. Skills, on the other hand, have different properties. Bufu, for instance, indicates an ice attack. Now, most enemies are vulnerable to certain types of attacks. In other words, they have weaknesses. A fire skill will deal greater damage to an enemy that's weak against fire. With my power, I can analyze an enemy to determine its weaknesses and strengths. That falls under tactics.
The first time an enemy is analyzed, you may wait a while for the result. But from then on, whenever you analyze a particular enemy, you'll receive the results right away. While you are selecting your target, if a triangle if a triangle appears above the enemy, then that particular enemy has been previously analyzed. You can select Analyze from the Tactics menu or press L1 button to issue this request.
You follow?
That is.
The enemies you're facing have a weakness that you can exploit. Why don't you give it a try?
I already saw it was fire.
Roger. I'll attempt to analyze the enemy. You exploited the enemy's weakness. One more!
Huggy.
Attack again!
Here's our chance for an all-out attack!
Do it. And the all-out attack actually looks different here
What
than
a stunning victory!
from the portable. Shit. That is too bad. There seems to be a shadow just around the corner. Approach carefully to avoid being spotted. The map will provide you with The map will prove to be quite useful as you explore, so use it often. And big button.
Were you able to exploit the enemy's weakness in the last battle? If you didn't already notice, doing so will also grant you an additional attack. Would you like more details? An enemy will lose its balance if you exploit its weakness or land a critical hit. This will give you the opportunity to perform an additional action. In other words, you'll get to do one more thing. You can keep attacking the same enemy, or if you prefer, attack a different target. And if you succeed in knocking another enemy off balance, then you can act yet again. Which means you can remain on the offensive for as long as you can keep this up. This strategy is essential to securing victory. However, remember this. An enemy that's already lost its balance cannot be knocked off balance again. You can't knock down someone who's lying on the ground, right? It's the same idea. Now, to knock an enemy off balance, you need to know its weaknesses. So don't hesitate to ask me for an analysis. I'll be sure to share the results with the others as well. Got it?
Yep.
Then proceed with the battle. Use what you've learned to quickly dispose of the enemy.
You got it, Mitsuru-senpai.
You struck the enemy's weak point. The enemy is vulnerable. Keep going.
Love how different it
A wisely chosen attack.
Here's our chance. Let's get him!
is.
Here, you son of a...
Perfect.
You have the potential to grow even stronger.
Mysterious cards of the you wonder if this was what Igor was talking about. After battle, you will occasionally have the opportunity to select a card from the shuffle before your eyes. If you pick a card with the persona on it, then you will receive that persona. There are other cards, each of which has a unique effect or reward. Keep an eye on the card that you want and try to pick it up. Nice pixie. Well, XP works well. Makoto Yuki felt a surge of energy inside. Hit points and spirit points have increased. You are now able to create personas up to level 3.
Yes! My skill level has increased!
Ta-da-da-da! I'm the man!
You're dummy. It's chicken. I detect a shadow up ahead. How are you feeling? If you or another party member is in bad shape, then use healing item prior to engaging the enemy. If you don't have anything on hand, then ask Takuba to heal you. To make a bit of a habit, you should make a habit of checking your status before entering into a battle. I was about to say cattle. What? If you or another party member has a persona with healing skills, be sure to take advantage of it. It's needed.
There is a better way to defeat all of your enemies in battle than to attack them individually. You can perform an all-out attack. Would you care to hear more about this?
Well, I've done a bunch of all-out attacks. I'm not gonna sing.
Then,
Pretty
that
sure you
concludes
guys
the
got the
basics of
gist of how
battle.
to do it all.
But there's one last thing I need to tell you. Shadows become stronger the further you advance. If you don't think you can win a battle, retreat at once. There may be times, however, when an escape will be impossible. This battle is one of those times. Good luck.
Let's audio these guys.
The enemy is vulnerable. Keep going. The enemy is vulnerable. Keep going.
You got it. Come, Orpheus.
A wisely chosen attack. Awesome.
And we
A
are
wisely
back,
chosen attack.
baby.
Here's our chance for an all-out
All-out attack.
Let me
Told you I'm good at this game.
You have the potential to grow even stronger.
Pixie or that other character.
Yes! My skill level has increased!
Ta-da-da-da!
That's all. Usually there are more shadows on the... Well, at least you've gained some experience in battle. Let's go back to the dorm for today. Should be an access point somewhere on that floor. You can use it to return to the entrance. Since there aren't any enemies to worry about, why don't you split up and search individually? Just tell other party members what you'd like them to do. Press the square button to issue orders to your ally. Split up. Use this command to instruct your party members to spread out and look for pairs, access points, and... However, if you are not very strong, you can easily fall prey to the enemy. Be sure to keep an eye on their HP.
Everyone, spread out and proceed individually.
Head off with Yukari, Lone, Tartarus.
Sweet! I found something!
And something too. Good, you found the access point. Please return to the entrance. Righty. Here you go, bro. Yeah, I got lots of medicine.
Welcome back. So, how was it?
No problem.
I see. Well, if you gained confidence, that's the best thing you could have achieved.
Wow, I never knew I had that kind of power.
You didn't even do anything.
We kicked some ass! But damn, I'm beat.
That's because you were bouncing around like a little kid.
Yeah, you look pretty tired yourself, Yucatan.
I'm still trying to catch my breath, actually.
That's the effect of the dark hour. You'll become fatigued more easily. Don't worry though, you'll adapt. But I'm surprised. You all did much better than I expected. At this rate, they'll catch up to you in no time, Akihiko.
We'll see about that.
Serious voice ring head. Thou art I am thou. Thou shalt have our blessing when thou choosest to create the persona of the Fool Arcana. His social link has reached level 2. The power to create personas of the Fool Arcana. We're gonna head back. We just like go back. Darker overseas. It will be the next day when you stop exploring and return to the dorm. Stop exploring and return to. Alright. Sure you. Oh, I know this guy. Hey, you're Makoto, right? Man, I knew it. I heard from Junpei that you're pretty close with Yukari-san. What's up with that? I guess it doesn't matter. I'm looking for someone with a little more experience anyway. By the way, I'm Kenji Tomochika. My voice cracked. Sorry about that. There's a morning assembly, so we better hurry. I remember Kenji. I like him too. I like a lot of guys. Game.
That concludes the main portion of today's assembly. Next, we'll hear a word from the Student Council. Please welcome the new president, Mitsuru Kirijo, from Class 3D.
Thank you.
So, she did get elected. Well, I guess she is the most popular girl in school.
You can say that again. There's like some kind of aura around her. Besides, this school's owned by the Kirijo group, right?
Yeah, I try not to think about that.
As I begin my term as Student Council President, I'd like to share with you my vision for this coming year. It is my firm belief that each of us must accept the responsibility of bettering our school. However, change cannot occur without sustained effort and an unprecedented level of commitment. That is why we must restructure our daily lives to accommodate this lofty goal. I'd like each of you to dig deeply into your well of motivation and reevaluate your convictions. To imagine a bold new future without losing sight of the realities around you. That is the key. I'm certain that many of you have your own visions of the future. For us to reap the full benefits of our education, your participation, ideas, and enthusiasm are essential. Thank you.
Dang, that was freaking amazing. So, do you have any idea what you just said?
Nope. Pretty sure it was like, do a good job this year. Sort of.
Sure didn't sound like something a high schooler would say.
Like a scholar.
If it was anyone else, we'd be laughing our asses off.
Alright, today we're going over Meiji era literature. Open your textbooks, page 12. You know what? I'm tired of these textbooks. Just went over this novel in the last class. I got a great poem we can cover instead. Close your textbooks, everyone, and listen. isolated clouds suspended over the tall, snowy mountain peak. Iceberg? And let's see. Alright, Kenji, you better not be sleeping back there. You should be ashamed of yourself, taking a nap while I pour my heart into reading this poem. For that, you get another essay along with the regular assignment tonight. I'll expect a slice of cake when you turn it in, too. And don't cheap out with the store-bought stuff like last time. Stayed up and listen to the lecture. Academics is class has ended for today. As of today, you'll be able to use your free time at your school as you wish. If you have established social links, you may wish to spend time with those individuals. Also, there are many places you can go in the area to raise your charm, courage, and academics. Be sure to look around the town as well as at the school. But we are gonna leave it on. I'm so happy to be back playing this game because I missed it so much. And I hope it doesn't grow that hot again so I can continue playing it. Finally, tartarus. That means we're getting close to the good stuff. Yeah, I found a new positions. Now I don't want the TV to flash into the microphone and stuff like that, so I found a comfortable so I'm happy. But yeah, I'm loving the game so far. I love the way it looks. The only really sane thing besides the story, the portable, is that you can see them running around by Tartarus. That's the only similarity to portable next to the main story. But everything looks so nice and clear and I love it. I love it so much. But thank you very much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Bye!